A very good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining and wish you a happy Shivaratri, first of all, to everyone. It is really a great day, so thank you for joining again. Today, we are in day 8 of this 15-day breath by breath session, and yesterday we had an amazing meditation by Sagar sir, the body scan. Personally, I really enjoyed that meditation. At the end of meditation, I was not able to come out of it. I was in that bliss state, that energy flow. So today Sagar sir is here to take us forward and have such amazing sessions again. Welcome, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, my dear friends. Good morning, my dear masters. Again, a happy Shivaratri to all of you. Thank you, Manusha, for that very cheerful welcome to this awesome morning. So, as we continue our journey, I think we are in day 8. So, 1 week is over. There's one more week. And we are into the second part of our Anapanasati Sutras, which is mindfulness of emotions and feelings. We will learn a bit more about that today and slowly progress through the next 2 parts over the next 1 week. And as you all know, today is Mahashivaratri. Beyond all deification of Shiva, Shiva stands for that one thing, that one consciousness. We will learn a little bit more once we finish our meditation session. So we will do our usual 15-minute long meditation session, 50, and with the energies of Shiva consciousness as well. And then we will do a little bit of talk. One thing I'd want to urge you is to do a similar practice of meditation sometime later in the day. In fact, in Pyramid Valley, we have an all-night meditation from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the Mega Pyramid as well. And I'm sure there are a lot of online programs, online meditation sessions happening, which you can join if you are away from Bangalore. If you are in Bangalore, I would urge you to make use of this opportunity to be in Pyramid Valley and meditating in the pyramid all through the night. And I know there are a lot of other programs happening because of Shivaratri as well. So, my dear friends, before we dive into this meditation, a quick finger exercise. How many of you were able to do the homework yesterday? Yesterday's homework was feeling, right? So observing what actions, what people, what things cause that pleasant and unpleasant feeling, and then which part of your body you're able to feel that pleasantness or unpleasantness. So quite a few people have done that. When we get into very good, wonderful. So I think we'll have more people joining in. When we talk about emotions, I'll again open up for you to answer the questions during that time. That time you can tell which part of the body you're able to feel pleasant or unpleasant. Okay, so for now, hold. I just wanted to check how many of you did or did not do. All right, my dear friends, with that, let's dive into day 8, our usual meditation sessions. Today we'll do a little bit longer. So as always, we will do 5 minutes of equal breathing. 5 minutes of setting the stage, 5 minutes of warming up. So that is all the equal breathing. So slow and equal inhale, slow and equal exhale. We all know the routine by now. It's all part of that's why I call it as breathfulness routine. All right. So 5 minutes of equal breathing, 20 minutes of being with your breath at your nose, 20 minutes of following your breath across your breath system, which is your windpipe in your throat, your chest region, your stomach region. Ideally, only the stomach should be moving and nothing else. So let's do that. And then the last 5 minutes of gratitude. I'm sure, like Manusha mentioned, a lot of you felt wonderful relaxation as we did the body scan. Now you're a lot more in tune with different parts of your body. So when you do your second 20 minutes of following your breath, you'll be able to observe the breath a lot more deeper today. You'll be able to observe any sensations due to a breath anywhere. It could be breath in the skin here. It could be just because of you being conscious with your breath. You might be feeling a release in your tension in your shoulder as well. So could be anything, but keep yourself open. And again, as always, 3 principles for success and happiness in meditation and life. Number 1, accepting and letting things go, relaxing and letting things go. Number 2, deep engagement with your experience. We saw this on the second day or third day, deep engagement with your experience, no judgment. And number 3, being always curious, right? So letting go, no judgment, deep engagement. And number 3 is always being curious as to what the next moment is going to give you, as to what the next breath is going to give you. All right. So with that, let's get into the posture for our wonderful meditation session this morning. So let's get into the posture. You can assume our usual meditation posture, clasping your fingers, crossing your feet. And if you're sitting on a cushion, make sure your seat is a bit higher than your knees. If you are sitting on a chair, cross your feet at the ankle. Remove your spectacles, close your eyes. Sit in make sure your back is straight with the natural arc. Your neck is straight and relaxed. Your head is straight and relaxed. Slowly bring your awareness and attention to your breathing and start your long inhale as you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and your long exhales. Inhale as you count 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your abdomen going up and down. And be conscious of your breathing. Slow, long, easy inhale and exhale relaxes your body at any time. Makes you conscious of your breath. And when you notice your belly, your stomach moving up and down, that is the right way to breathe. Feel your body at ease. Feel your mind becoming calmer. Feel the joy of your own breathing. Wonderful. With that feeling of joy, peace, and silence, now let's move into stage 2 of our breathfulness routine. Slowly let go of the counting. While being conscious of your breathing, bring your attention to the entrance of your nose and start observing your normal, natural breathing at the entrance to your nose, my dear friends. Move your attention to the entrance to your nose. and start observing the breath as it goes in and out of your nose. This step, as we know, helps us improve our focus, concentration, and attention. All your focus, all your attention should be at the entrance to your nose and inside your nose. As you breathe in normal, gently, just observe how the air is going into your nose and coming out. Just wait. Observe the slow movement of air into your nose and out. Feel any sensations. Feel any sensations on your upper lip because of the air going in and out, or inside your nose because of the tingling and tickling the air causes inside your nose. No analysis, no judgment. Feel whatever you are able to feel. Just be conscious of your nose region, nothing else. All other thoughts, to-dos, all other opinions can wait for the next 1 hour. Don't worry. You're getting any thoughts, any distractions, just label it wait and return to your nose to watch your breath. Continue to watch your breath at the entrance to your nose, just as a gatekeeper watches people and things going inside and outside of a gate. Any other thought or any other sensation in any other part of the body is a distraction. Observe, label, say wait, and then return your attention back to your breath at your nose. Feel the calming power of concentration. Do not strain yourself. Just watch like an external observer of how the breath goes in and out of your nose. Keep your back straight and relaxed. Keep your neck, shoulders, and head relaxed. Keep your eyebrows relaxed. Wonderful, my dear friends. Continue to be with your breath at your nose. Do not let your awareness go to anything else. Ten more minutes for us to continue to watch our breath at our nose. We are learning the skill of focusing in spite of all other distractions. So let go of any other distractions. Do not entertain any distraction. Observe the smooth, easy flow of air into your nose and out. Engage fully with the only one thing that you're conscious of right now, which is your breath. Wonderful. Feel the joy and the power of concentration. Feel the joy, the silencing of your mind as you stay away from thoughts and other distractions. Continue to watch your breath at the entrance to your nose. Wonderful. Continue to be focused on your breath at the entrance to your nose for the next 2 minutes. Appreciate yourself for the way you've improved your focus and concentration. Now, my dear friends, slowly let us move into the stage 2 of our breathfulness practice. Expand your awareness and focus towards your entire breath cycle. Relax your attention from your entrance to your nose and follow the breath. As the air flows into your nose, through your windpipes in your throat region and to your lungs. Notice, observe and feel all the sensations and movements due to your breathing, just due to your breathing, nothing else. Feel the movement in your chest, feel the movement in your abdomen. Follow the breath as it enters your nose, travels all the way along your lungs, and because of that, there are movements and sensations in your stomach region, in your chest region, in your throat region. Follow the path of the air as it travels into your nostrils, into your windpipe, into your lungs. Observe your belly moving out during your inhale, and as you exhale, observe your belly going down, your lungs releasing air, air moving up your windpipe and out of your nose. Your area or focus of awareness should just be your breath cycle and only these parts. Do not try to alter your breath just to feel some parts. But still, you will have to anchor yourself or align yourself to the start of your in-breath and end of your out-breath at your nose. The stage is called following your breath. Do not entertain any thoughts, any analysis. Again, in case some thoughts disturb you, just label them, ask them to wait, or label them with a word and return your attention to observing your full breath. Feel the joy of relaxation. We have been learning being with our breath activates our healing system. It activates that part of the nervous system that helps us relax, build immunity, and heal. We've also seen how just by being with our breath, our energy flows get regulated automatically. Do not entertain any thoughts. Keep your body relaxed, straight, and do not alter your breathing. Continue to follow your wonderful, beautiful breath, my dear friends. Just observe your breath. As you continue to observe your breath, you are mindful and are observing three things. You are observing the flow of your breath. You are observing the sensations in your body due to the flow of your breath. And you are also observing your mind to ensure there are no distractions. So you are the observer. You are not the breath. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are that consciousness which is conscious of the breath, the body, and the mind. Buddha and all yogic masters have given us the wisdom to disidentify the real us, the real consciousness from our body, from our mind, from our breath. And that is what we are experiencing by placing our observation on something that is not us. Our breath, the body, and the mind. With this elevating piece of wisdom, my dear friends, continue to observe your breath, follow your breath, keep the thoughts away, feel the consciousness, feel the power of conscious watching. Feel the joy. Feel your breath with heightened sense of awareness after extra day's exercise. Seven more minutes of following your breath. Stay relaxed and conscious. Wonderful. As you continue to observe your breath, feel the power of consciousness. You are the witness. You are witnessing what is happening in your micro world. Your breath, the body, and your mind. We are that witness consciousness. Feel your breath flowing smoothly through your nose and all the way, causing movements in your stomach, in your chest, and a lot of things happening in your lungs. And feel the air going out of your nostrils. Do not analyze, do not attach any significance to any distraction. Do not allow any other thoughts. Last 3 minutes of following your breath. Enjoy the power of being conscious with a relaxed body and a silent mind. Wonderful, my dear friends. Slowly, let us move into the appreciation stage. Move your attention and awareness to your heart region. Feel grateful for the wonderful experience you had during today's meditation session. Feel grateful for the peace, the relaxing time, and the greater awareness of your breath and yourself. Now, recall 3 things, people or incidents from the last 24 hours that you felt happy for. Bring each of the 3 into your memory and say thank you in your mind to that person, incident, or place or thing. Anything that we are thankful for only grows. Feel the emotion of gratitude in your heart. Next, express gratitude and thank you to your family, your friends, your colleagues, and whomever you have met that have made your life livable. Lastly, express deep gratitude to all the fellow beings, to our environment, and all the governing systems of our society that support our life on this planet Earth. With that state of joy, peace, and gratitude, my dear friends, we now come to the end of our meditation session for today. Become aware of your full body. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your back, relax your legs, relax your hands. Become aware of the room you are in. And slowly unclasp your fingers and place your palm on your eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes whenever you're ready. It's great to feel the wonder of silence as well. Wonderful, my dear friends. I hope you had a wonderful, enlightening session of meditation. You are able to be more aware of your breathing, more aware of the sensations due to your breathing after yesterday's cleansing session. So before I begin to talk about emotions and feelings, yes, now I'd like to know, I know some of you have already typed on the chat window the part of your homework. on where you felt your pleasant and unpleasant feelings or emotions during yesterday's exercise. You can type it on the chat window. Some of you said stomach, heart, face. Anger felt in the eyes, heart, angry on abdominal. Chest area became heavy and breath became heavier. Very good. Could not feel it. It's okay. Pancreas, mid-zone and right knee. Very good. Feel good in heart. Kept smiling. Wonderful. So, yes, as we relax our body, as we relax our mind, we move to a different state of level of consciousness. And our energy flows also start vibrating at a different frequency that sometimes make you feel blissful and happy, smiling all through the day. And you'll be able to dodge or receive the darts that come during your day much more aware, mindful, and happier. So, yeah, thanks for your observations. Yes, the most important thing is you're able to first stop and observe when you're going through those pleasant and unpleasant emotions, which is for the point of the exercise. And then as we cover the science over the next 2 days, you'll figure out why that is important and why that's relating to different parts of the body. So let's talk about mindfulness of emotions. So today we're going to cover another wonder of breathfulness. Our breath enhances awareness of emotion. You already did this exercise, part of this exercise yesterday. So you're able to feel the emotion, you'll be able to relate to a sensation in which part of your body. So it enhances awareness of our emotions. And why is awareness of our emotions important? That is because we shouldn't be suppressing or hiding our emotions. We've got to be more aware, more conscious of our emotions. But what you do with your emotion is a different thing. We will come to that later. But now it's a question of being aware of our emotions. So how do emotions arise? Emotions arise in two ways, obviously because of some triggering of some memory of a positive or a negative experience. You see some food. If you are aware, if you know that particular type of food, you have a like or dislike to it. If you are not aware, there are two possible emotions, the curiosity of trying it or fear of the unknown, right? So emotions arise because of something in your memory matching your moment-to-moment experience, and also because of creating positive or negative scenarios in our mind because of our past experience. And the mind gives a context to an emotion by creating the feeling. We'll come to that. And most important thing, we become aware of an emotion after we experience a positive and a negative feeling. So that is why I had this exercise yesterday. It's about pleasant or not pleasant. So in the sequence, and then the last thing is emotions are visible, feelings are not. Right? So emotions, will come to the chain. So here are some examples of emotions and feelings. Right? So when the emotion is happy, depending on the intensity of the emotion, you might have a satisfactory feeling. You might have a delightful, cheerful feeling, or you might be absolutely excited and thrilled, right? All these are the relation of happiness. You're happy, but the way you express is totally different. Yeah, I am satisfied. It's okay. It's good. Yeah, I'm very happy. and then I'm really happy, right? So these are the different intensities of feelings that you have. And similarly, as you see in the chart, anxiety and fear, nervousness, wariness, worried is a subtler sense of feeling because of the emotion of anxiety and fear. Insecurity is a milder one. And then really angry and terrified because something has happened or something will happen is the feeling that you get because of your anxiety or fear emotion. And similarly, anger. And on the other side, all positive feelings are associated with your soul consciousness. So when you're joyful, you're blissed, you're radiant. As soon as you get out of your meditation, you're blissful. And then as the day progresses, you're meeting people, there's a lot more feeling of that exuberance, right? And then you might feel absolutely ecstatic at something magical happening. Wow, why did that happen? How did that happen? I didn't really expect that, right? And similarly, on the other end of the spectrum, sadness is again a emotion of the soul. So sometimes it starts with the feeling of disappointed, feeling of discouraged, feeling of grief, and the extremities of that is absolute feeling of hopelessness, frustration, right? So there is this emotion, 5 basic emotions. That's what some of the psychologists and neuroscience have classified: happiness, anxiety, or fear, anger, joy, and sadness. And that result in a ton of different feelings. So how does this happen? What is this whole cycle of emotion? And where did Buddha, as a spiritual scientist, go right? So this is the chart of how we get our emotions and feelings. Little bit of science here. So how do we even feel? How do we even sense? That is where our 6 senses, including our thoughts, come into play, right? Someone is telling you something, you are seeing something, you're tasting something, you're smelling something, you're feeling something, or there is a thought that happens. And that triggers a sensation or a vibration in your energy system. That gives rise, as I said, your energy system is closely aligned with your body, and that gives rise to a sensation. Every thought or every emotion gives a rise sensation. There is a wave in your energy system, and that impacts your body. As we deepen our awareness through this practice, through the practice of meditation, we will start becoming more aware of where the feeling is, right? So the sense, whatever comes in through your 6 senses, gives rise to your sensation, your vibration in your body. And then there is perception. Oh, I got that feeling tone of pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral, right? The mind steps in and adds that, oh, this is good, this is bad, because coming from your memory, and that is where the start of emotion happens. And before you even classify into an emotion, there is this pleasantness, unpleasantness, neutral feeling coming in. And then your mind steps in and adds a color to it, which is the feeling. First, I know it's pleasant or unpleasant. Then I know it is happiness or anger or sadness. And then the mind gives a feeling of satisfaction, of grief, of sorrow, whatever, right? So that is how. And then that results in our behavior. Oh, I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling bad that you lost someone. Right? Immediately we talk about, we see some words. I'm feeling really terrible. That was my 3rd interview I lost. I couldn't crack. I'm not feeling confident about myself. Or you'll feel angry. I answered all the questions in the interview very well, but that person was not intelligent enough to understand what I was telling. Right? So all those stories come in later as we do the behavior. Same thing, right? Reacting with anger, reacting at something that your kid yells at, or reacting at the constant chatter of some of your elders who get angry when they don't get their food or things at the right time. So this is the progress of how we do that. Source of these sensations and feelings are changes in the energetic vibrations of our body. That is where our energy system, our prana system, or nadis are very important. The more sensitive they are, the more mindful we become and change our behavior. And emotion, as I said, is energy in motion. And there's always energy flowing through our body, right? And depending on what our mind tells you, this is pleasant or this is unpleasant, that emotion turns to be a negative or a positive emotion. And emotions arise because you're not mindful of your feelings. So this loop continues, but whether this loop becomes a real loop depends on our mindful. Usually what happens when you're not mindful, so someone makes you feel angry, you shout at him, and that shouting again results in some reaction internally. Then there is a physically also there is a different set of hormones that get released, and that gets absorbed by your senses. Again, it causes a vibration. Again, the mind adds, see, he talked back at you, and it causes you a lot more angry. This loop continues to go, and that deepens, causing us the sadness and grief, right? So the whole point is being mindful of this and cutting the loop, stopping the loop. So you could, first initial levels of mindfulness, you'll start observing your behavior. Oh, I felt angry, I shouldn't feel angry, right? And then as you continue deepen your mindfulness, your awareness starts moving from the right to left. So you'll start not feeling as much anger as before. And then as you continue to move left, you will not even feel that anger. But still you'll have that kind of resistance in your energy field, causing you that unpleasantness. And as you continue to be more mindful, you will go beyond that pleasantness and unpleasantness. It doesn't really matter. That is what is the equanimous state that Buddha talks about, right? And then slowly you'll start realizing what is the thought that made me cause that feeling, right? And slowly, and then as you stop in these two boxes, you'll not even feel that craving. You'll not even feel that, you'll feel a sense of bliss, sense of peace. That is all, right? So Buddha, instead of going all the way here like our modern day psychologists, Buddha said, let us catch it as early as possible. And that feeling of pleasant, unpleasant is what you have to be aware of. And then even he said in advanced practices like Vipassana, right? They even look at the sensation or vibration, right? So for example, you're sitting in meditation, you're feeling a pain, you're feeling the sense of air, you're feeling that mosquito hovering around you and causing annoyance. So everything causes a sensation in your body. And he says, catch the sensation at this time, right? So only when you allow the sensation to progress through this loop, all the story happens in our mind. Let go of the sensation. Let go. Today we're talking about let go of the thought. I keep talking about let go of the distraction. Distraction could be anything. So the earlier you let go of your sensation, your emotion, your feeling, the more peaceful, the more happier you are. It doesn't mean you are not conscious of it. You're conscious of it and you are ready to go take action. And why is managing our emotions very important? Why is being still very important? That is because negative emotions cause dis-ease, unease in us, right? It disturbs the vibratory pattern of our body, mind, soul. And more importantly, when we hide or deny or suppress our feelings, our energy blocks happen. And that is what, as we continue to be with our breath, we keep releasing those energy blocks. The negative energy of fear and anger stay in your energy field. It causes energy instability. And greater the intensity of negative emotions, greater the energetic instability, the greater the cause for diseases, greater the cause for incorrect behaviors, right? And then that disturbance, because of unexpressed emotions, causes an unresolved issue in your psyche. It impacts our mental and physical well-being. So that exactly is what happens because of our emotions. And Buddha said in the second stanza of Anapanasati Sutras, it's about us being aware of our emotions and feelings, right? Become aware of your feelings, become aware of your emotions, become aware of whether they are pleasant or unpleasant, become aware of the sensations before they turn into pleasantness or unpleasantness. So as we continue our practice, all these things will happen automatically, right? So tomorrow, the moment you see a person who used to cause you anger, maybe a couple of weeks ago, tomorrow when you see that person, it is possible that the intensity of anger will come down, right? And then you'll start behaving a different way. And maybe a month from now, you see the same person, you would not even feel that anger, right? You'll be approaching that person with more equanimity. And then as we continue our practice of meditation, enhance our consciousness to the energy fields of oneness, you'll start feeling love. Oh my God, it is not his fault, right? It was his mind's fault. It was that situation that made him react that way, made him pass that remark on me. And that is how things progress, and that is how the healing process starts. All right, my dear friends. So breath allows us to be more aware of our emotions, and being conscious of our breath allows us to be more aware of when you're able to shift your behavior, whether you're able to shift your behavior in response to your anger, or whether you're able to shift your behavior much before, or whether you're able to shift your behavior and changing that anger and sadness to more love and compassion is all within us. And breath, being conscious of our breath gives us the time between the time our sensation happens and our reaction happens or response happens. In that time, today, when we are not conscious of our emotions, there is no time. We just react. As soon as something happens, as soon as your kid comes and tells a remark or yells at you, immediately you react, right? Tomorrow, that gap between the time, you saw the chain, right? You saw there are 4 or 5 steps from the time you hear that word to the time you feel the emotion of anger. Today, it is milliseconds. Tomorrow, it could be a second, right? And that allows you to respond mindfully to that particular situation or incident. All right. So with that, my dear friends, we will open it up for questions. And after we finish our questions and the Q&A, we'll talk a little bit of consciousness. And today being Shivaratri, we'll also listen and read about Nirvana Shatakam, which talks about the Shiva consciousness towards the end. But first, questions and sharing of experiences. Yes, we have Ashok Mittalji.
My gratitude, sir, and very good morning, sir. Sir, today I have started this session because I was attending Harmony with yours till yesterday.
Yes.
So I have 3-4 small questions regarding the process. I could understand that first I have to be with my normal breath, and then I have to be taking a normal breath without being conscious of the breath. And then I have to be conscious of the breath, and then I have to follow the breath. So at the time of following the breath, I have to exhale through the nose, or I have to exhale through the mouth?
Oh, so, sorry. So I will explain that again later, sir. But yeah, it's normal breathing through your nose. It's your belly breathing. That's the right way to breathe. No breathing out through your nose.
My second question is that I really appreciated the recalling of previous days' feelings. So should we journal it also so that we can recollect it?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yes,
so we did that journaling exercise. I mean, gratitude exercise. You can write it down and everything.
Yes, sir. And the third is, sir. The third is I like the idea during Shriyans Dagaji's retreat when I was there. And on the very first day, the Grand Master, he asked us to burn 3 negative feelings in the fire. So I burnt my all regrets in life, all resentments in life, and all angers in life. Now, whenever I get these 3 feelings, I remind myself that I have burnt it, why it is coming to me. So probably slowly it is getting registered in my subconscious memory, and time may come, then I will not get those feelings. This is how I am trying to practice, sir.
Yes, absolutely, sir. So you did that in matter, and so over time it will also kind of translate to energy.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Wonderful.
so much. And I am feeling so light. This is my 6th month of journey. And I am again coming, sir, in Buddha CEO's retreat. Probably
Yes.
I will meet you and take your blessings, sir.
Yes, wonderful, sir. Thank you. Nice seeing you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So thank you, sir. And thanks, Manisha, for reminding me of the exercise, the homework today. So as you may expect, the exercise is related to our emotions and feelings. So today, as you go through the day, this is going to be useful for our subsequent topic, discussion of the topic on thoughts as well. So I want you to write down 3 things, three groups and 3 items in each of those. I want you to write down 3 things, incidents or persons that you like, 3 things that make you hate something, 3 things that you hate, and 3 things that you're afraid of. So you have to write down 3 things that you like, love, or desire, 3 things that you do not want, you hate, you dislike, and 3 things that you're afraid of, you're fearful of. And then once you do the 3 things, as of today, grade it on an intensity, rank it by your most to your least. For example, if I'm having craving for a certain type of food, let's say I really love paneer, right? So that's the biggest craving, or it could be coffee. So without that, you cannot really get on to the day. So my craving for coffee is going to be on the first in the list for like. And then I probably like music, or I probably like meditation, whatever it is, right? Or like a person, it doesn't need to be things. It could be a person as well, where you feel a strong sense of liking. Similarly, dislike. I don't want to have that particular thing. I don't want to see that particular face. I don't want someone shouting, right? Again, rank it 1, 2, 3. And similarly, something that you're afraid of. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid of being sick, right? I'm afraid of this condition may not go, whatever it is, and rank it. All right. And so please note those down in a paper. You're going to use that paper once we talk about the thought, because we're going to analyze or link it to the thought or a belief that actually is causing you that particular emotion. So cataloging your emotions is exercise for today. And we will use that catalog as we go along with the exercise. A couple of announcements. As I said, we do have the Shivaratri celebrations in Pyramid Valley for tonight, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow on this program, we're going to have a guest speaker, Dr. Subramaniam, who is also part of the faculty of Pyramid Valley International, the very accomplished yoga guru, yoga master, and spiritual science teacher. He's been alumni faculty and dean at SVYASA, Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhan University in Bangalore, and he runs the Pyramid Valley City Center in Jayanagar as well. So very accomplished master. So you're going to hear from him because we're talking about breath. I requested him to come in and speak more about yoga and pranayama. So pranayama is nothing but breath exercise. So the next 2 days, we will learn a few exercises from him so that we can practice for our relaxation and for a lot of other things. And we will continue our meditation. He will be delivering the talk or lecture more on the breath from a perspective of yogic science. So please do not miss tomorrow and day after tomorrow's sessions. And then we will continue our exploration of Anapanasati Sutras from emotions and feelings to what caused those emotions and feelings, which is our thoughts. All right. So there are a couple of questions. I was able to feel the energy of Shiva. If you have pure consciousness, not mind, body, then why do we need to manifest anything in physical world? Wonderful. Please explain the aspect of labeling. I'll come to that consciousness thing in a minute. Will probably take 5 to 6 more minutes. So explain the aspect of labeling. As I said, labeling is a technique for you to let go of your thoughts or distractions. So anytime you get a thought, you label it with some name. As today I mentioned weight. It could be any word. If you want, you can give it a more relevant word. You can say, if it's something related to your work, you can say work. If it's something related to a person, you can say my daughter, right? Or you can give it a word. Okay, I'll see it later. So it's a neuroscientifically proven way of interrupting your thoughts, acknowledging the thoughts at the same time and letting go of it. So you can search for labeling as a technique for increased meditation on the net. You'll be able to find a lot of information. Whenever I paid attention to the breath, it became longer, and inhalation, exhalation are never equal. Exhalation was longer than exhalation. So if that is a observation you made, very well, madam. So that is the right observation. Your inhalation, exhalation are never the same when you leave it to itself, which is fine. That is how things are supposed to be. Okay. So online meditation address, you can go to the Pyramid Valley website, and there'll be some live music happening. Okay. So in the interest of time, I want to quickly shift on to just one aspect. I know it's a very deep topic here before we listen to Shiva consciousness. Okay, am I doing it right? So you're able to see my slide, right, which says Purusha and Prakriti? Yes? Wonderful. So this is again from a different presentation. I have to dig that out. So you all have heard about this words, Purusha and Prakriti, right? And Purusha is our witness consciousness. That is who we are, right? And then the different levels of Purusha that Vedanta talks about. So for now, for us, it's all important that to know that we are that consciousness, we are that witness consciousness. We are that Purusha. And Prakriti is nature. Prakriti is the root cause of creation. All thoughts, matter, everything happen in the field of Prakriti. Whereas the energy of consciousness happens in the field of Purusha. And to give an analogy to today's significance, Purusha is that Shiva consciousness. And Prakriti is Shakti or Parvati, right? And that is why we talk about Shiva and Shakti together. And as we live this game of life, as we play the game of life, it is a constant balance between Purusha and Prakriti, right? So the moment we are born here, we lose track of Purusha and then get attracted to Prakriti. We are in the realm of matter, right? We get attracted to a lot of things. We get attracted to the bliss that coffee offers, right? We are attracted to the scenes. We are attracted to our senses take over, right? Our senses are in the realm of Prakriti. And now, slowly, we are getting aligned. We were detached from our Purusha, our consciousness. We are slowly getting back to our alignment, to our Shiva consciousness. And what causes this separation is our Mano, Buddhi, and Ahankara, right? So the witness, there is a separation that happens. If you look at it, this is the masculine and this is the feminine, and both are important. Feelings are also important, right? So there is this aspect of mind, there is I consciousness and Buddhi. We'll talk a little bit more when we talk about the mental body and mind. And this Antakarana has these four components: your Manas, your Ahankara, which is your ego, your Buddhi and intellect. And that is what separates the Purusha and Prakriti. And what we are trying to do with meditation, with all the spiritual practices, is not to allow our mind to separate. And as we are doing this meditation practice, as I remarked today, so we are observing it. The moment you're observing your breath, your body, and your mind, that means you are not that. You are not the mind, you are not the body, you are not the breath. You are something else. You are being with your consciousness. Right? From that point of view, you are getting detached and you're trying to observe each of those. Now, you're trying to observe your emotions. You're not your emotions. Earlier, they might say, okay, Sai felt angry. Sai was angry. But today, the Sai is different from anger. Right? So that's a separation. And on this auspicious occasion of Mahashivaratri, and of course, there are a lot of videos, lot of texts that document this. Yoga Sutras is one of those, and a lot of Shaivik texts as well that talk about this. You can go through that. But in the spirit of Shivaratri and the spirit of being one with our consciousness, with Shiva consciousness, I want to quickly show a video. We'll end after that. So I want to quickly show you a video of Nirvana Shatakam. That's a famous song some of you might have heard. And I want you to look at the lyrics. Open your eyes, look at the lyrics, and lyrics itself talk a lot about what that song is. And again, a bit of genesis about the song. Adi Shankara, when he was very young, was traveling through a forest, and he met a person. And the person asked him, "Who are you?" The person asked him, "Who are you?" In response to that, Adi Shankara sang this song or spoke this verses of Nirvana Shatakam. He talks about who you are, the real consciousness, and nothing else, right? And then later, that person became the guru of Adi Shankara, and you know whatever is done after that, right? So let me play that video. Where am I?
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Sorry, instead of sharing, I kind of hit the recording button.
Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Manobodhyam Karachitaninaam Nachashrodra Jive Nachakana Netre Nachavyoma Bhumi Natedro Navayu Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Nachaprana Sagno Navapanchavayu Navasaptadatu Navapanchakosha Nawakani Padam Nachapastapayu Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Namedveshanago Namelobamo Madone Vamene Vamatsarya Bhava Natharmo Nacharto Nakamo Namoksha Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham na punyam, na papam, na sakyam, na dukkam, na mantro, na tirtam, na meda, na yagna. Aham bhojanam neva bhojam, na bhokta. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Namrotyor na Shanka Namejati Veda Pitane Vameneva matana janma na bandhur na mitram gurune na shishya chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham chidananda rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. Aham nirvikalpo, nirakara rupo. Vibhurvyapya sarvatra sarvendriyani. Sadam me samadva namuktir na banda Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham
Wonderful. So, my dear friends, so we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are not the thoughts, we are not the emotions. We are not the friend or the son or the daughter or the father or the mother. We are not death. We are not fear. We are not courage. We are not the food that we eat. We are not the water that we drink. We are not the form that we inhabit. The song beautifully captures, we are that consciousness. We are that oneness. We are the consciousness that we are. We are the divinity. And that is what all masters, right from Krishna to Buddha to all the yogic masters to Brahmarshi Patriji and several spiritual masters have been teaching us. And all of us, fortunately, have been in this practice of knowing who we are and getting to a better life and living happily the way we are. So I know there was a question on consciousness, but I remember that. Please remind me. We'll cover that a bit later, sometime during next week. That'll be the right time for you to talk about why. If we are just consciousness, then the question was, why should we create and be on this life or earth? We'll take up that question next week. All right. So with that, my dear friends, it's been a wonderful morning session. I hope it was more wonderful morning session for you as well. Enjoy the bliss of consciousness as you go through this Mahashivratri day. And please do your practice of meditation, being with yourself along with your family for at least 30 minutes to 1 hour at some point today. With that, have a wonderful day. Thank you and see you tomorrow morning.